Now, before we get into this episode, there is one thing I have to do. Obviously, our rosters are set up exactly the way I want them, but there is one particular free agent, and I just can't see him go out this way. Henrik Sedin. We're going to offer him a contract, a one-year deal, two-way, $700K. We're going to get Henrik Sedin on our roster. Daniel Sedin has retired, but looking forward, because we want to waste no time. This season is about two things. As Thatcher Demko plays the opener, and it's a 4-1 win. This is about two things. Number one, getting back into the playoffs. Number two, this is a new number two, Colton Parayko staying healthy, for God's sake. And number three, this is about getting to the trade deadline so I can finally get my goddamn defenseman. That's what this is about. Ty Edmonds against the Anaheim Ducks, a 6-2 win, and we are off to a strong 2-0 start. No answer from Henrik, but I can't imagine he will not decline. This season, I am so determined for things to go our way, and god damn it, it's going to go our way. This is our year. I said this was the first year of our cup window, and god damn it, it is going to be. Still no answer from Henrik, so we will sim this game against Dallas because we have a back-to-back coming up. Anyway, Henrik Sedin is our depth player this year. Ty Edmonds will get the start against Colorado as we are 3-0 to start this new season. And I do look forward to seeing how Sorella does this season, how Jordan Saru does this season, and of course Chitrin and Renat Valiev now that they are on this team full time. Ty Edmonds win this game against Colorado so we can move on and get a decent bit of simming done here. Normally I stop at the All-Star break. If we can move quick enough, we might not have to. We get blown out by the Avalanche, so that's obviously we're not going to go undefeated on the season, but that's still a little bit concerning to get absolutely destroyed there. What was it, 7-3? But regardless, moving forward, if this menu wants to acknowledge the fact that I've hit the B button 7 times, moving forward, we are already going into the month of November. We're going to the end of November. I don't care. We are doing that much simming right now. We don't have a single back-to-back unless Demko really starts to struggle. I will see you guys after American Thanksgiving and Canadian Thanksgiving, for that matter, the 27th of November against the LA Kings. A 12-5-5 record thus far. As you can see, the month of October went pretty well for us, and going into November, it has also gone well for us. However, we have dealt with some injuries to Drake Caggiula and Jared McCann. So Daniel Sedin has actually gotten some playing time. Or Henrik Sedin. God damn it. Why am I making that mistake? Henrik Sedin, and I brought up Daniel. I said Daniel because he is not retired. He is still on Boston. So if we're in a good spot, maybe that'll be a courtesy signing to bring back the Sedins, to try like hell to get them a ring and what is guaranteed to be there last year. Devin Sidorov was also called up. He has not done much. Drake Caggiula is back though, so we will be sending down Sidorov. Ty Edmonds will get his first start in a very long time, only his second start of the season against the LA Kings, and it is an overtime loss, but we do at least get a point, and we are still in second place in the division. Coming up, we play Calgary in a pretty big game early on this season. It's looking like they might be our biggest competition moving forward, but so far so good, especially for such a strong division, or being in such a strong division. We'll hope this Calgary game goes our way, but from the looks of it, we'll be doing quite a bit of simming again as we move into December, and indeed we will. We are simming up to December 13th against the Ottawa Senators. Let's see what happens. Lucky for us, though, before we can sim the first game, Drake Caggiula gets injured again. Marvelous. Despite numerous injuries, the team has continued to fight and has maintained a winning record, still though in second place in the division behind Calgary, but at 15, 6, and 8, I am content with that. The LA Kings coming on strong though. It is not going to be easy to be successful this season, but as you can see, McCann and Caggiula still out at this point. Ty Edmonds, though, will get the next start against the Ottawa Senators, our 30th game of this new season, and it is a 3-2 loss. So Ty Edmonds has actually been pretty disappointing so far this season in his limited amount of opportunities. Maybe, just maybe, he'll be sent out. Actually, let's take an exact look. Yeah, an .843 save percentage in 4 games. Might be time to let him go, and maybe we should roll with McBride as our backup. I'll probably give Edmonds one more game, but if it's that poor, I think we'll be letting him go. His value's never really been that high. The good thing is for us, though, not for him, but for us, he will not be playing until the new year because, guys, we are simming up here to the All-Star break. Another huge sim period, but we are going to go through this season pretty much as fast as possible. Really, the schedule just kind of caters to it. So let's see what happens through the rest of December and through pretty much all of January. 24, 14, and 9. That is our current record as we hit the All-Star break. And my God, have we dealt with injury after injury after injury. So the fact that we are still in 3rd place in our division is a goddamn miracle. Matthews, Stamkos, Horvat, fucking everybody under the sun has been injured this season, and McCann and Virtanen are actually both out. It has been probably the roughest season we have ever had in terms of injuries, but of course, like I said, we are still in 3rd place in our division, still in a playoff spot. I'm glad Stamkos is happy that he's wearing the C. He is also up to a 96. Hopefully, he can stay there. And moving forward, we'll sim this game against the Senators. Ty Edmonds, I'm not even sure why I'm giving him a game. For some reason, I thought it was a back-to-back. To be honest, let's just give Ty Edmonds this game anyway. I think that was more of just kind of instinct on my part. And there you go. See, Jonathan Drouin gets injured. So Ty Edmonds will keep his job for the meantime. I'll fix the roster, and then we'll take a look at the schedule. With the roster now set, we are moving into the month of February. The trade deadline is on March 5th. So we're going to be doing another decent bit of simming here to this game against the Hurricanes on February 26th. It's been an up and down month for Vancouver, still dealing with a myriad of injuries, but we stand at a 31, 19, and 9 record, still in 3rd place in our division. Steven Stamkos, once again, our leading scorer. And as you can see, the Kings right now have 7 points on us. We do have 2 games in hand. The Flames are just an absolutely ridiculous team. Edmonton, Anaheim, San Jose, hot on our tails. We need all the help we can get. We need to continue winning. This division is just death, absolute death to be stuck here in the Pacific Division. But looking at some of the progression, Castles to an 87, Chychrun at an 85. I've seen him at an 86. It'll be interesting to see whether or not he caps off there. And of course, Demko balancing between an 85 and an 86. I don't think Demko is going to get any better than that, but we will see. Ty Edmonds against Carolina gets a 5-3 win. That's 2 consecutive wins now for Edmonds in his games. So he keeps his job. I was definitely considering getting rid of him earlier on in the season, but moving forward here, the time has arrived. We have 22 games left in the season. We will sim these next 2. We will go up to the trade deadline. We're going right up to deadline day here, and we are going to see if anybody's available. And Thatcher Demko gets injured. Thankfully, it's only for a few days. We lost to Pittsburgh. We shut out the Capitals. Ty Edmonds with a 3-0 shutout, but the time has arrived. Can we make a deal? Now, looking at some of the trades, some of our old friends, Martin Hanzal to Winnipeg Yaskin, to the Pittsburgh Penguins, Tommy Wingles is a St. Louis Blue, Roman Josi to Edmonton. Okay, so see, that's proof right there that a deal can be made. Holy shit. Like Roman Josi for 2 firsts, I'd give up 4. Jonathan Huberdeau to Chicago for a first. Evander Kane to Winnipeg. Jesus Christ, Winnipeg really stocking up right now. Ryan Suter to St. Louis. Some big deals being made And guys, after searching and searching and offering 5 first-round picks for PK Subban, 3 first-round picks and Frankie Corrado for Shea Theodore, who doesn't even have full bar, 5 first-round picks for Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the fact is these computer AI are completely unwilling to give up a top-tier talent. I can't say I don't blame them, but our team is what it is at this point. The only way we are getting our hands on one of these really high caliber players is to just simply magically sign one of them through free agency if they ever hit. Now quickly, because we have 3 first rounders, 6 second rounders, and 3 third rounders, we need to trade away some picks to make sure I don't crash the draft. So here we go then. Let's continue the sim. We are simming the next 5 games up until this game against the Florida Panthers. Ty Edmonds will get that game. Let's see what happens. Let's see where we finish at the end of the regular season. So here's the deal. We simmed a little bit further. We actually simmed up to the second back-to-back to essentially finish up the month of March. We're at 39, 24, and 12. We have a major crisis on our hands despite being in 3rd place. And that would be after the Columbus game on the trade deadline day, I forgot to put in Thatcher Demko. He has started every game since he missed that one game and has yet to rebound from an 82 overall. He missed 1 fucking start and he has plummeted and has yet to rebound to his proper overall. And we very well may lose him because of, I don't even know if you can call it a glitch or just shit programming. I literally don't know what you can call it, but we are in severe danger of losing Thatcher Demko to this bullshit morale system, and that would just absolutely kill this GM mode. Why he is disengaged from making 1 start, after missing 1 start, I don't get it, EA. I really don't get it. And that is something that absolutely has to change. And I was afraid it was going to happen because that's all it takes is 1 slip up, forgetting that you forgot to put him into the lineup after an injury, and that can happen. Unbelievable. The game against Colorado, we win. Jake Virtanen goes down to injury, though. What else is new? So with 6 games left, let's take a look at the standings. We are currently in 3rd place in our division, yet again the LA Kings have clinched a playoff spot. We are just 1 point behind the Flames, and realistically, we could catch the LA Kings. To fall into a wild card spot at this point would be a gigantic failure, but we very well could overtake the Calgary Flames for home ice advantage in the 1st round. Let's see what happens in this game against Winnipeg. That is a big 2-1 win. We will sim the next few games. Thatcher Demko is in net, despite technically now being lower overall than Ty Edmonds, and Jake Virtanen is back. We will absolutely have to put him in. And as we get ready to sim the next game and actually looking at Henrik Sedin, I completely forgot about the idea of reacquiring Daniel Sedin, so much for save the Swede. But we win another game. We have secured a playoff spot. We have overtaken the Calgary Flames 3 points ahead with 3 games to go. A win here over San Jose, who is outside the playoff structure, should seal home ice advantage for the 1st round. There it is. That should do it. And I don't know actually if we can catch the LA Kings. We're in a race with the Kings. Now, Calgary could still catch us. We could absolutely finish anywhere between 1 and 3. Obviously, we know we are in the playoffs, and it is a race to the finish. The big question moving forward now is, what is Thatcher Demko going to do? What is Thatcher Demko going to do? Can he possibly rebound? And we'll try to find him right here. He's still set to disengage. He will not bounce back. He just won't bounce back. We are so fucked. We're gonna have to find a new goalie. That's what we're gonna have to do with those picks. Is I'm gonna have to trade for a goalie at the draft because there is no way he bounces back. We've seen it before in the Bruins GM mode. Once somebody gets to that state, they do not bounce back. So literally, because of one mistake, one time not putting him immediately back in because of injury, because I was too concerned with going for a defenseman, we are completely screwed. But looking forward, one game to go. If LA loses and we win, we would have the division title for the first time. We play the Minnesota Wild. Let's see what happens. We have to win for a chance. We win 6-3. The question is, did LA win? And they did. The LA Kings picked up a win in their last game. So we finished 1 point short of winning the division title, which is an accomplishment alone because of all the injuries we sustained in this season. But we will host the Calgary Flames in the first round of the Season 5 playoffs. And I don't know how to feel at this point. But in the next episode, we'll take a look at what our players did this season, and you'll really get a look at the games played. And then we'll move forward into the first round and hope like hell that maybe a playoff win will snap Thatcher Demko out of it and hopefully reverse this bullshit. But guys, I thank you so much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed, make sure to drop a like down below. It really helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Continue following this series. I will see you in the next one when the playoffs begin yet again.